The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here is third down and 4. Now Baker going to change it up. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Irving. He can't get him down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. Looking to throw, Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons now at 2-5 to start play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The play action fake, they'll look to throw, and down he goes. they sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's Kalijah Kancey in to get him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield off the play fake. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, Mayfield steps away. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way. But what I like most about it was how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field.
Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Play fake. Mayfield. Buying time to his left. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll change things up. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now it's the backup Mariota. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A run up the middle with Irving, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. That one deep for London. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. Look at the big fella go. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Penix. Got London on a slant. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Baker changing the play at the line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Penix to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the give, here's Robinson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll go play action here with Penix. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's a handoff to Irving. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Once again, it's Irving. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, here's White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Mayfield on first down. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Irving, touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
To the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Another shot for Penix on 2nd and 10. This pass is caught by London. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
Like playing basketball and you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And London, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He's got his man, London, right side. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And No thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground with White. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Well, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 50 yards. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.